Hey, how y'all doing? It's Cooking with Dave once again. I'm Dave. I am the world's greatest chef. It says so right here on my apron. Today I'm cooking apple pie. I love me some apple pie. Ain't nothing better dessert in the world. I love apple pie. Apple pie is good. It's got fruit in it. What more could you ask for? You know, everybody needs their fruit. I'm using Granny Smith apples. They're green, fresh Granny Smith apples. The reason why I use green apples is because they hold up better under cooking. If you use fresh Granny Smith apples, they'll hold up better under the heat and pretty much stay in the form of an apple instead of becoming mush like applesauce or something you don't want. But, you know, if you like the pie that way, you can use red apples. It's up to you. I like apple pie, sugar, apples inside a crust. Now the crust I use store-bought crust. If you want to make your own crust, I understand if you think the importance of this pie is the crust, then make yourself a nice flaky crust, but I think the grocery store does it pretty well. I buy it in a box, and I buy it already in a pie wrapper, so all I have to do is dump in my insides, put my cover on it, poke some holes, stick it in the oven, and we got apple pie. What more do you want? Apple pie. I think the importance is what goes on the inside of the pie. So I put a little more time on getting my apples mixed together with some sugar and some cinnamon and some flavors to make us have a nice pie. Alright, I'm going to bring you over here, show you how to do it. Okay, here we are at our Granny Smith apples. Use the green apples. They're supposed to be better for making a pie. You can use red apples to eat them fresh. But the green apples are supposed to be a little more tart. They're supposed to hold up a little better under heat. So, we will use our Granny Smith apple, peel them, I'm going to core them, and I'm going to slice them up. Check out my new apple peeler. They got me an apple peeler for Christmas because, you know, people are always asking me, Dave, won't you make some apple pie? And I'm always like, yeah, I'll make apple pie. Y'all peel the apples. And so, you know, they don't like to peel the apples either. So they bought me apple peeler. So they bought me an apple peeler for Christmas. Well, that's okay. I think it's pretty cool. Come on, it's pretty neat. It's bad to bone it. Peel the whole apple. Ha-ha! Alright. Okay, I cored about 8 apples, and I'm going to slice them up. So I put them in my pie crust, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to finish peeling them, because you know that peeler didn't get all the peeling. Get rid of that. And I'm going to slice them up. Now a lot of people, they'll slice up the apples, you know, like an apple slice like they do. But I like to have mine cut up real small. Not real small, but you know, bite size, like that. But you can cut them up however you want. If you want, you leave them sliced, you can. But when I have my pie, I like to just have a bite size. It seems to give the pie the right texture. And people that don't usually like apple pie will eat my apple pie because the apples are sliced up a little smaller than what they're used to. Alright, so I'm going to chop up these 8 apples, and then I'll show you what we do with them. Okay, after you get all your apples all chopped up, however you want, whatever size you want to chop them up to, bite size or slices or whatever you like, put them on some water. That way they won't turn brown as quick, and they will look good in our pie. We're going to set this aside and get out our big bowl. A little cleanup action. Get out our big bowl and mix it up with our sugar and cinnamon and everything we're going to put in it. Okay, get yourself a large mixing bowl. First thing we want to do is we're going to put us about 3/4 cup of sugar. You can use a whole cup if you want to make it a little sweet, but this thing's going to be sweet enough, I think, as it is. Cup of sugar. Then we're going to hit it with, let's go ahead and hit it with 1, maybe 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon. A little cinnamon action. Okay. Then we're going to hit it with just a dash, maybe 2 of some nutmeg. Nutmeg action. Okay. Then I'm going to take just a dash of apple cider vinegar. About a tablespoon, maybe 2, depending on how many apples you're using. I'm using 8 apples, so maybe about 2 tablespoons. Then I'm going to take all those chunks of apples, strain them off the water, and store them right in there. Then I'm just going to give them a big stir and get all that sugar and everything all mixed up on the apples. Make sure you don't have any apple what isn't covered with some kind of sugar and cinnamon, little nutmeg, apple cider vinegar, gives a little tart to the tart. And there you have your pie filling. That's pretty much all there is to it. See, the work involved in this thing is peeling and cutting up apples. That's what I'm saying. I got an apple peeler now, so I'm good to go. I can peel apples. Alright. Now take your apple. Now take your pie crust. A ready-made pie crust. Ready to go. Got to love it. Like I said, if y'all want to make your own pie crust, it's just, you know, pretty much flour and water in before you add the water, cut in some shortening, and it's pretty simple. I think the important thing about the pie crust is it has shortening in it, and I buy these from the store and they're ready to go. They're fluffy, they're flaky, they have shortening in them, can't beat them, and they're cheap. Alright, I'm going to spoon some of this in here, whatever I think will fit, kind of make it even across the top. Don't want to overflow it, just want to have enough to make everybody happy. What y'all think? A little more, maybe one more spoonful. Just kind of make it even across the top, level as you can. And we're going to put us a lattice top on this one. See what it looked like. It's going to be good, I'm telling you. I'm going to preheat my oven to 350 degrees. And then we're going to put a lattice top on this and slide it into the oven. There's one. And I will do 2 lattice. Alright, to make our lattice, we're going to take some ready-made pie crust. Comes in a box. Can't beat it. It's ready to go. Like I said, if you want to make your own pie crust, go ahead. And I'm sure it will be wonderful. Alright, the important thing about these pie crusts you buy at the store rolled up like this is you need to let them sit out on the countertop, get room temperature, so that you can work with them. If they're too cold, they'll break on you. You don't want them to break on you, so not room temperature. See it breaking down the end over, just a little too cold there still. I can let it set a little longer, but that's alright. We're going to make our lattice with this right here. Alright. Now just going to take our knife and pretty much just draw some lines in the dough, cutting it same time. However wide you want it, how big you think your lattice should be, that's how big you can make it. We take a piece of lattice and put it across there, and then we just cut it off right there on the end. Take another piece over here, put it across like that. Just kind of cut it off like that. We got this. Piece it together a little bit on the end, and there is our lattice pie. Yeah, I could have done that better. Oh well. That's one. 2. On this one I thought I put a whole lid on it. Like so. What I'll do is take my fork and just kind of mash it. Alright. And then poke some holes. Oops. Too big a hole. Little holes. Like that. So it will vent. Look what I did. Let me fix that. There. It's fixed. Okay. The only thing left to do before we put them in the oven is like sprinkle them just a little bit with some cinnamon on top. Like that. A little extra cinnamon action flavor for everybody. And I like to hit it with some apple pie spice. Just a spice is apple pie spice. Just a little tiny bit right on the top. I think all it is a little nutmeg and cinnamon Just a little tiny bit, not a lot, just for a little bit of flavor, just for effect. Come on, right there, right there. All right. Now we're gonna put those in the oven, 350, until they turn golden brown, and they will be done. And they're gonna be good. Okay, there is our apple pie. It looks wonderful. I took it out the oven using my UV glove. Y'all seen my UV glove? Something else I got for Christmas. It's my UV glove. It's a oven mitt. It's got fingers in it. See? It's bad to bone. Alright, we'll let it cool off a little bit, and then we'll slice it and get us a piece. Alright, and there's our other pie. Finished up and ready to go. I let it cool off. I'm going to slice it and take a bite of it. The other pie I took out first didn't make it very far. People started digging into it. I was like, hey, I got to finish a video. They're like, we don't care. And we're going to eat the pie. So they did, so I had some too.